again, Ben. I'm going to make this kind of a dual video. First part is going to be a little review of what's going on, and the moment that I've been waiting for is coming up next week. So I can't wait to get to that, and then I'm going to do a little unbagging for the trip I'm going to take. The reason for all the excitement, and I'll put the video up, I've been waiting and waiting since the fall, end of September or October, whenever, last time I was down visiting Dad and Ann. There they are. I hooked into this bass, or I thought I hooked into him, and he didn't put up much of a fight. In fact, he swam right at me. And I'll put up the video.
I think I've got one. Whoa.
So I'm like, oh, a piece of cake, I got him. Well, he got right next to my boat, by about 6 feet next to my boat, and then he dove, and he almost took my pole right out of my hands. I mean, I've never had any fish do that to me before. It was a total shock. I was a little skeptical when their neighbor, and I hope he doesn't watch this video, their neighbor Troy told me they had 8-10 pound bass in this lake. And I was a little skeptical. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Well, I totally believed him after that, let me tell you. So I'm going back there, and I'm going to catch that fish. So that's what all this excitement is about. I've got my drone packed. The last time I flew, it was the last time I went there. It kind of took off for the lake. I'm totally ready for this. This is all I've been thinking about since into September, beginning October, is this stinking fish. So I've been gearing up for this coming or next week for several months now. So along with that, I did a little shopping today to help me try and catch this bass. Lauren and I went to Dick's. I picked up a few things. Sorry for the noise. I have all the GoPros and the microphones and everything all packed up. So let's get started on this, and I'll put up the prices. I don't know in my head what I paid for these, so I'll put them up for you. I'm going to start with the fishing line, which I'm really not going to use. This is number 4. Obviously, I'm not going to catch a 10-pound bass on number 4 fluorocarbon, but I use it on my ultralight, which I'm bringing with me, but I'm probably not really going to use it because I don't know if there's any other fish in that lake besides bass and baitfish. I've only fished on it for a couple days once, and I didn't see any other fish, but I never saw the bass. But the only other fish I saw was baitfish. So I don't know if there's panfish in there. I guess I could try and find out, but I put the last of my 4-pound on my ultralight a couple weeks ago. So the 2-pound wasn't cutting it, so I switched back to the 4-pound. And I bought some more number 6. This is what I've put on my the number 8 Tackle Company blackout rod with the Akuma reel on it. Akuma? No, I'm sorry. I've got the Fluger reel on that. This is what I've put on that. That's probably what I'm going to start with to go after these bass. I don't know if that's a smart idea. I think this. What I could do is lighten up on the drag and let them take it, but we'll see. I'm going to bring that with me, even though I'm probably not going to use it. I picked up three lures. This is a fat square bill crankbait from Strike King. It's a KVD. It's a chartreuse, blackback chartreuse. It's a 2.5 and it dives 3 to 5 feet. So I've been watching a lot of videos lately where people are using these to catch bass, mostly in murky water, and this lake is really clear, but I'm going to bring it anyway. I probably have a couple of those already. This is a lipless crank. It's called a Red Eye Shad. This is also from Strike King, and it's a gold sexy shad, they call it. It looks kind of nice on the shelf, so I grabbed it. It's a 1/2 ounce. So, and I'll take this one out of the package for you. I want to see it myself. It looks really cool. Now I want to try and match the hatch. I saw some of the bait fish when I was there, and they were kind of like a silvery with a like a bluish top. So they probably were shad. So I'm going to try and match the hatch as close as I could. But it says two pretty good sized hooks on it. They had a I think it was a 1/4 ounce. They had a 1/4 ounce and they had a 3/4 ounce. So I got the one in the middle. I got the 1/2 ounce. So it's a neat looking, and it rattles. So can't wait to use that. This one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this in there. I don't know if the bass will chase it because I don't know. Like I said before, I don't know if there's any of them in there. But I thought this was a really cool looking lure. It's a Savage Gear 3D bluegill. It looks like a bluegill. Let me tell you, if there's a big bass that's gonna that knows there's bluegill around, they're gonna come after this. This is a 4-inch, 1 ounce slow sink light gill they call it. This was $9.99. I remember that. They had a bigger one. I guess it was a 5 or a 6 inch. That was $14.99. But I figured I'd start with this one. I'm gonna take this one out of the package too. They have they have a website out. They have a YouTube channel themselves. Let me see what they say. It says Akuma Fishing. This is by Akuma. I did not even know that. Akuma Fishing Tackle Corp. Ontario, Canada, made in China. So I did not realize that they were made by. Oops. And here it is. It's got a little hook in the bottom, and it's jointed. It's got one joint in it, so it does have a side-to-side movement. And it's got a hook on the top. So I was going to pick up one of these from Tackle Warehouse, but I saw it there. Actually, it's got two joints. It's got a joint here in the middle. You can see it. And it's got another one on the tail. So I don't know if you can see it from there. But it's got one treble hook in the front. So I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to catch anything in that lake, but we'll give it a go. I also bought a bunch of hooks. Some of these I'm probably not going to use down there, but I'm running low on some sizes. So I bought 4 different size VMC wacky weedless hooks. This is a number 1. This is probably too small, unless of course I catch smaller bass. This is a 2/0, and I'm probably going to fish either the 3/0 or the 4/0 down there. So I got 4 different sizes, and I want to do some drop shotting too. I tried some the other day, and I think I did it wrong. Last week when I was in Winding River Park, I didn't have it rigged right, or whatever. My presentation was wrong, and I probably put it in the wrong. I learned a lot of things. Like I say, I try to learn when I go things, and making videos. Sometimes I watch my video after I make it, and I get a dope slap moment where I'm like, you know what? I should have done this. So this is one of those. So I got these zero line twist hooks. They're spin shot from VMC, and I'm going to try and use these. This has a, well, I don't know if you're not going to be able to see it, but it has 2 places for a terminal. Yeah, there's no way you're going to be able to see it. I'll somehow get a shot of it up there for you. Maybe of the back. You can see it's got 2 different places to tie line. So what you do is you tie your line to the top, you put your bait on, and then you tie a line to the bottom, and that's where you put the drop shot sinker. So it keeps the line from twisting while you're reeling it in. So I'm going to use that. And this is 1/0. There's 4 pieces. This is heavier. I bought a heavier one. I bought a couple. I don't know if it was when I went to Dick's or Walmart. I bought a couple other sizes, but they're really light, and I don't trust them with the size bass that got away. So here's one more VMC. This is a 4/0 fast grip wide gap worm hook. So I bought some bigger hooks for this trip, and then I got 2 from one of my new favorite companies, Owner. They're both 5/0. This is a twist lock, a wide gap, color black chrome. and they show you how to, not to drop it on the floor. They show you how to, different ways of rigging it. And it's got the twist lock that you screw into the face of the bait. So, and this is a cutting point, offset worm wide gap 5/0. There's 5 of these. So, wanted to get some larger hooks. I also wanted to, and I guess I haven't gone on too long. I retooled my kayak yesterday. I didn't really do any video, but I took some shots of it, some pictures with my phone that I can put up. I took out the seat and I pulled up the track that I had the rear GoPro camera mount and the drawer system that I keep my baits in my kayak. I pulled that up and I redid it. I had bought another strip of track to use, and I'm not really sure what the purpose of it was. This was just a heavier one, and it had more holes in it. The one I used before was probably supposed to be a piece of molding or something, or a transition strip between a carpet and a floor, or something to that effect. And it only had holes like every, I don't know, 9 inches or whatever. I would have had to drill holes, and I just, when I put it together, I was just flying off the cuff. So this one I did a little more thinking on. I kind of marked it off, and I realized when I got the old one out and put the new one next to it that it was a lot shorter than the other one. What I did with the other one was I got a long piece and I measured how long I needed. I cut it down. Well, this one I didn't need to cut down. It was actually a little too short, but I made do with it. So and I'll show you where I did the back, and I had to I tried to secure this, and I've been talking to a couple of my friends at work. Shout out to Evan. And he gave me some suggestions, which I still probably might do. But I just had to get this together for my trip. I wanted to take it out anyway because I had a lot of sand in the bottom of my kayak from last season. So I wanted to clean out the bottom anyway. So I figured while I'm doing that, let me do this. So I got a double width of the 3M double coated tape. And I ran it almost the entire length up into the drawers to stick it to the bottom of the kayak, and then I have a little more in the front on the other side of the drawers to kind of hold it down. And I wasn't real confident that over time that was going to stay. So what I did was I cut down a couple pieces of PVC and I jammed them in there on top of the track and into the top of the back of my kayak and the front of my kayak to kind of steady it and hold it down, and to push down on the tape, because I put it in yesterday and it was like 60 degrees, and now it's down in the 30s today, and it's going to be cold here in New Jersey for the next week. So and that the 3M adhesive tape does not hold well when it's really cold, so you got to let it set up some. So I had to do it yesterday. So I also, on the front cabinet, and I'll show you a little picture, the drawer cabinet that I put in, I had one screw in it the previous time, and then what was holding down the front was one of the mini bungees, which kind of worked out but kind of didn't. So this time I decided, since I had the extra holes in the strip or the track, I would put screws through the front and the back, and that would hold it down. So you can see by this picture, that's what I did. So and then I put it back together, and it looks like it's going to work great. So I'm happy I did that. I packed it up. I got the kayak almost ready to go. So I'm getting ready. Today's March 10th. I'm not leaving till the 15th. So I got a few days of work left before I can go. But I'm leaving next Wednesday, and I'm leaving the 15th, and I'm coming back on the 21st. So I'm going to be down there almost 6 days. and there's probably going to be, and I'll put the weather up and I'll show you. I'm doing a comparison here between North Carolina and here in New Jersey. As you could see from this little video clip, it snowed here today. It didn't really stick to the roads, just the cars and the grass. But we got snow today. It's going to be in the range of 9 to 14 degrees warmer per day while I'm down there. So I'm looking forward to that. So the fishing ought to be a little bit better than it is up here. So I'm real excited about this. I'm not sure if I'm going to catch the same fish, but I'm going to call them all the same name. And I'm taking it from the Golden Pond movie. I know it in the movie it's a trout, but I'm going to call this fish Walter.
Good God! It's Walter!
To give you a little indication of the grudge match between Henry Fonda and this fish. So, wish me luck, and I want to thank my subscribers and thank you all for watching my. Thank you all, trying to get the right accent for down there, for watching my video, and give it a like or a dislike and a comment. And I appreciate you watching. And thanks, and have a great night. God bless.